Okay guys, here it is, part 2. This is absolutely crazy, guys. So this video is from Auditing Erie County. Do me a favor, go over to his channel, let him know that News Now Alaska sent you. Check him out, he's got some really good content. Let's get into the video.
So the beginning of this clip showed you a bunch of footage from part 1 where I approached this migrant hotel to investigate what is going on here. And what happened was they obviously called the police. The police had an opinion about what I do and who I am, which anybody who watches knows they're dead wrong about my motives and who I am and calling me a sovereign citizen and all. But after the investigation and the police left, one of these migrants approached me and spoke to me, and that escalated to a much larger investigation, and that's what this video is about, fam. So we're gonna pick up right where that last video left off and show all this migrant had to say, including new footage from visits to the migrant center and trying to get some of this information to the authorities to help these people. So let's get into it, fam. After the police left and headed out, I remained in front of the building and video recorded for a little bit longer, and as you'll see, some carts coming in with what it looks like hand sanitizer. Later on in this video, you're going to see the migrant claim that that's the packages the food comes in, and it's not really hand sanitizer. So let's go ahead and get to the part where I walk around the building. In that last video, this is where it picks up for today. At least they called some stringers here. At this point, I was just getting a few more photographs of the hotel and the goings-ons here, and then I noticed a migrant approaching me, and he was standing behind me, so I turned around to check it out, and this is what we got, fam.
Sé qué hacer con una plata y no nos ayudan en nada, lo que hacen es darnos la comida, no tratan como ellos quieren, se dice.
I can't understand what it's saying. I can read it, so.
Okay. Friend, I know you're coming because he wants to know information about us. But there is very bad food there, and he treats us very badly when goes there.
Latino.
And I don't know what to do with the money. And they don't help us at all. What they do is give us the food, and they don't treat like they want.
Okay.
He wants to get away from the hotel because he's forbidden from free speech, fam.
Oh, amigo. Oh, Spanish. Oh. Ahí tenemos muy mal trato.
¿Tienes? ¿A qué país y cuánto tiempo te llevó llegar hasta aquí?
Venezuela. Amor. Es que yo estoy aquí con un periodista porque nos pasó algo allá.
He eventually got a female on the phone who would translate back and forth to us.
¿Sí me entiende?
Tengo que traducirle a quién.
Al señor que te está... Dile a él en inglés eso.
I can hear you.
What he's basically saying is that he thinks that the lady in charge is being very racist towards Spanish people because every time that the police comes, it's like they always defend her, and he's basically saying how they're not really they're not giving them good food. They're giving them like old expired food, and they always keep them inside. He also said that what did he say? Oh, he said that every time they try going to like a police or something, that the lady that's in charge always refrains them from talking to them and stuff like that.
Can you ask them why they can't?
He also said that they don't know, he also said that like they're supposed to help them, like immigrants and like kids and stuff like that, but they don't help them. Like they don't ever
To get papers as far as like legal papers?
Yeah, because he always tells me how he needs like papers to work and stuff like that, but like the hotel is like they're not helping them with that. It's like they gotta do everything themselves. And they're not giving them good food there and stuff like that.
Ask him when he decided to come to America. He says he's from Venezuela. Ask him why he decided to come here and what they promised him in return to come here, or how he decided to come here. Like, what is the reasoning? Meaning, did they give incentives, like they're going to get them these papers if they're not getting them? Do they say they're going to help them, condition into society? Stuff like, like the reasons, like, kind of like why they came here. Like, they came here on a promise from the U.S. government that they're going to be gain citizen access, and then the other thing is the news calls them asylum seekers. Was there something in the old country that they left that they seek asylum from? Meaning, like, were they being persecuted for religious persecution? Was it bad living conditions? Like, they call them asylum seekers. So I was just wondering what asylum that is.
I'm on. Dile eso.
Talking to you, he said that they could sit down and support him, so he won't sit down and talk about what they're doing. He said that they're more racist towards the Spanish people than the Arabians, because it's like the Arabians, they help them with a lot of stuff, but it's like the Spanish people, they don't help them at all. Like, when he came here, he was promised like a lot of different things, and like basically like the hotel has not been like helping him with anything, and he said that they lie about it. He also said that the lady that's in charge is very racist towards them. Like, and then he also said that the food there is like expired and it's like molded and it's not like good food. And then he also, like, usually I tend to like have to like order him food and stuff, because it's like they would like give him like old food, or they will give him like little snacks. Like, they wouldn't give him like real food. And then when I order him food, it's like the food goes missing every time I order him food. And then when I speak to the people in the front, they're like basically yelling at me. That's not our mom. Like, he should be the one grabbing his food. Or like, they always, like, when I stop talk to them in English, they sound like rude. You know what I'm saying? They sound rude. And then I also ordered him a few things for his hotel room, and then it's like they tell him it's like everything goes missing, and they tell him they're going to check the cameras, but then they also say that that's not their problem. Things come up missing. But he says that him talking to you is basically putting him at risk of like being deported. So he said that he's been without a job for like quite a while now, and he's been needing like a job to like get himself certain things, to like get himself like food and stuff, but like the food that obviously there is not good food. And then it's like they've been promising him like basically like work papers, but they don't ever give it to him. Like, he says that they lie like about helping him, but like they're always talking like crazy and stuff.
Does he feel like a prisoner there? Like, can he leave freely, or are they really watch him?
He's like, ¿me
entiendes? ¿Sí me entiendes?
He says that they let him go and stuff, but like they usually tend to really be on people, and they call the police on them and stuff like that. And he also said that like him, they keep saying that like by him talking to you right now, he's gonna get in trouble with them tomorrow, or like they're gonna find some type of way to like I'm not trying to like test it or be rude, but they'll like do anything to fuck him over. That's what he said in Spanish.
Amor, y yo vi cuando él llegó y mandaron a pedir.
He says that he see when you came, he says that his friends, they're not trying to let them come out so they can tell you what's really going on, and they're not trying to let you
Amor,
talk.
disculpa, amor. Y por lo mismo me lo traje para acá donde estoy ahorita.
He says, okay, so basically he came, obviously he came to America because where he's from, they're really poor, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't make as much money as able people here monthly, and he has been like, he has been telling me a lot about getting a job and stuff like that. He's been asking me to help him because the hotel is not helping him with anything, and his like family, they like leaves and he can't leave them, and like stuff like that. But he says that he is gonna end up getting in trouble by like telling you what's going on and talking to you. He's a little bit worried he might like get deported or something because he said that they don't care. They'll sit down and send him off or like call the police on him and like constantly get him in trouble. But he says he doesn't care no more because he's just getting tired of being mistreated.
So in other words, he's to the point where getting deported might be better off than the life he's living here.
And he said, yeah, so he says no. He says no, he doesn't want to get deported. Like, no, he says.
Si yo vengo de un país donde hay tanta dictadura,
No, I'm not saying that he wants to be deported. Obviously, nobody wanted to be deported, but I'm saying like the lifestyle that he's living under right now, he's willing to risk it because it's not much better from where he came from, or.
He said that, like, yeah, you just have to pay. Like, he doesn't want to get deported, but he's at the point where he, like, doesn't care anymore because, like, that hotel mistreats him and his friends, where it's, like, they don't eat right and stuff like that. And he was at another hotel prior to this, and it was not like this one. And he's basically saying how, like, when I ordered him food, yesterday, like, I'm always, like, ordering food and stuff because they're, like, not eating right. And then he said that the lady that's in charge was yelling at him.
Where?
Okay.
Amor, where are you from? Are you local here?
Yes.
Amor, dile que mami.
He said that I've been helping him a lot with like food and stuff like that. But the food that he ate there made him sick. I had to actually take him. He was like,
y aquí tengo la imagen, mira.
He says he has pictures and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm from here.
All right. Do you know him like personally? Like you're a relative to him, or you just? We were just out in front of somebody's house talking, and the guy came out. So we're just moving along real quick here before we get the cops called us.
Like, that's where he talk. He can't really talk to you. They are if they find out that.
Yeah, we're a ways away from the hotel. But is it possible if I come to you now? Can we come to you now? We can meet at a restaurant. We all get a bite to eat.
Yeah.
He wants the government to actually sit down and help them, not just say it and not do it. That's what he's saying.
But they do promise to help him get the paperwork, to get a job, and to support themselves, where he doesn't have to stay in the hotel.
Yeah, pretty much.
But they kind of want to keep him there.
Yeah, they're not doing that because.
Do you have any idea, or does he have any idea, like the ulterior motive that they wouldn't want to help him get a job so that they don't have to feed him and house him?
Because they get paid because he's there.
So the government pays that place to house these people, and the place isn't helping them.
They get paid. He said they get paid $1,000 each for an immigrant, and he says that he's supposed to.
Like $1,000 a week, $1,000 a month.
I think it's a month. I don't think he'll know about that neither. But he did tell me that somebody in the hotel did mention that. But they pay them for them to live there. Like the government pays them for them to live there. But he says that he doesn't eat right there. Like they throw out the food constantly, and it's like old food. And
when they say they throw out the food, like he throws out the food, or the people at the place?
I'm not live there. That work there.
That work there.
Yeah. Like if you like, let's say like.
So in other words, they get paid X amount of money to house these people and feed them, and they find the cheapest food possible and the shittiest food to make more money in their pocket.
Yeah, because I constantly see him eating like salt, like
the crackers, salty crackers.
Like he'll grab it from like a little basket they got there.
He's not hungry at all. Some fries, French fries, pizza, nothing.
Brought him like a lot of food for him to eat there. And he says that like because the hospital ended up giving him some type of medication because like his stomach has been messed up. He said he doesn't want to like eat right now, but yeah, his stomach has been messed up. I don't know if it's because of the food that they've been giving him, because he thought something was really wrong with his stomach. We was buying him vitamins. We was trying to.
That sounds like they're poisoning them to me. Food poisoning? He doesn't want to eat? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
Like buy him stuff. She says that the other people won't tell you what he's telling you because she's basically like threatening them. And she's like basically keeping them like in a bubble, like threatening them and like scaring them and stuff. So they wouldn't tell you what he's telling you because he doesn't care. He'll be like, you could deport me, I don't care, but you're not gonna treat me like this. You know what I'm saying? He says that.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty scary to think that you get to that point where, you know, like you want to leave Venezuela for a better life, but you come here and you get treated like this.
And that's why I was telling him. That's why I don't want him to live there. He does not. I want him to have a better life. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does not have a better life there at all. And then he says that when you came, the black lady was telling them to close all the doors. And she was yelling at them to go back to their rooms. And he ended up escaping.
Mira de la ventana cuando yo te tomé foto, ¿estás viendo? Que yo lo había visto a él
desde
ayer.
Since
yo lo vi a él
yesterday.
desde ayer.
He says that he was basically telling me how like he doesn't understand what she's saying in English because he doesn't talk or understand English, but I do. And when I'm on the phone with him, I constantly hear her yelling at him and like telling him like stop telling people to bring you food. Says that like with her, they were basically yelling at him, telling him to like get a job, and like he's like basically being like maintained by them. That makes sense. Like,
so they yell at him to get a job, but they won't help him get the paperwork to get a job.
He says that they like down him.
They the what?
He says that she walks around like snobby, like she's like a snobby person, and she walks around like she's bigger than anybody. And he says that.
Oh, you could tell by the way she spoke to me.
Yeah.
I can show you the footage of her yelling at me.
Yeah, she was yelling at me once, telling me to stop ordering him food, and that's not my problem, and I don't.
Did you respond to her? Like he says you're not feeding him right?
Yeah,
what did she say?
I responded to him. I actually responded to her, and I said, well, if he's not receiving nothing there, obviously I gotta get him something. And she told me to mind my business. That's what she said, like over the phone. And then I told him.
Have you ever been to the hotel? Like, have you picked him up before?
Yeah, I picked him up there, but they won't let me in.
If you go in the parking lot, will they tell you to leave? They tell me to leave immediately, but I'm always holding a camera up. Like I got a camera set up on that tripod and everything.
I actually I have gotten into a few altercations with her, and like another person there too. It was
you got a cat with her?
Yeah. And like he looks like Arabian, but he works here too. I got into an altercation with him too, because I was telling them to stop like yelling at him and like treating him like that. He says that they only treat the Spanish people like that. Like he feels like she is like racist towards them.
And she's from New York City as well?
I'm not sure.
What do you know?
Él dice que tú sabes de dónde
Most of the
ella
guardsmen are all from New York City.
No sé, pero no me acuerdo. El nombre de ella es.
He knows her name, but he doesn't know
Ella
where
se llama.
she's from.
What is her name?
He's trying to
Ella se llama.
He escaped through something really small, and he told her that he was gonna talk, and she tried grabbing him.
Ella la que tiene la gorda. Esa es más mala. Ella la que
He said that fat one, the one that's recording you, she's the meanest too.
She's the meanest?
Yeah, he said that she's mean too.
entiendo por qué
Because
los
he's
policías
constantly telling me and like
no nos defienden a
Pues sí,
nosotros.
he
Para
says
hablar
he
con
doesn't
ellos.
know why the police doesn't defend them
Ellos como que lo
For
defienden son a ellos, pues, ¿me entiendes?
them to talk.
Eso lo vi mal yo, por eso fue que yo traté de buscar la manera de buscarlo a él y hablar con él, ¿me entiendes?
That's why he
Y
was
salí
trying to
corriendo a
like
buscarlo.
he ran out to talk to you because he doesn't know why the police doesn't
Él me
defend
pregunta
them.
de qué país es y yo hago así.
Yeah, like I feel like they're definitely like mistreating him because he's also had told them he had to go pick up some medication. Like right when that happened, that's why I said that was funny because I was on the phone with him. When the lady, when he told them, I told the lady he has to go pick up some medication. His stomach, like he's going through like stomach problems. She said no. And he understood her when she said no, and then that's when he was telling me, oh, they're closing the doors, they're not trying to let us out. And I'm like, you need to come out because the pharmacy is going to close. We need to get your medication, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they don't really care about their well-being. I feel like they just care about getting paid because he was been supposed to get his working papers. And now he's like telling me to like help him get like working papers. I've been buying him food. I've been trying to like help him with like different things. And then like I tell him like, come live with me, or I tell him like, yo, we could like get a hotel, like you don't need to stay there, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, no, I'm scared because they'll come looking for me and like things like that. I'm like, what do you mean they'll come looking for you? Like that sounds crazy. But like, yeah, he says he wouldn't receive,
because if he's not there, they're not getting paid.
yeah, so they'll come looking for him. And he says that he's like scared they'll like do something
When
to
he
him.
first came up, he played a message on Reddit saying that he gets money from them, but he doesn't know what to do with it because he doesn't know how to spend it or he doesn't
He said no, the government doesn't give them money. The government gives the hotel money to provide for them.
El gobierno no me da.
But they don't really give them nothing. They don't give them stuff.
Si me diera chavo el gobierno.
Espérate, that's why he escaped because he's saying that like his friends, they're like starving in there and they're going through stuff and he wants to help them. So he's at the point where he's like, I don't give a f***. Like you guys could do what the f*** ever, but I don't care. I'm gonna talk. That's basically what he said. He said no, the government gives the hotel money to provide for them. And they don't provide for them. And not even just that, but he buys his own everything. Like I give him money, you know, like they don't give them stuff. Like soap, like
Si me diera chavo,
Like soap or nothing, huh?
I give him money. I give him money to buy necessities like soap, deodorant, food, things like that the hotel doesn't give him. Like at first I thought the hotel was just like okay, they're helping him stay there, but he has to figure out his own way. Hay muy mala comida. He said he was nervous, so he kind of like didn't understand what he was saying. He says that he doesn't know what they're doing with their money that the government is giving them.
Yo quise decir
Like the government is basically,
no sé qué hacía con la
pero
plata.
espérate, tú me estás poniendo nerviosa. The government is basically giving the hotel money to provide for them. He's saying that he doesn't know what they're doing with that money because they don't give them nothing.
Gotcha.
And he said that when he told you that, it's like he got messed up when trying to like.
Oh, the
translate.
translation's messed up.
Yeah.
I thought it meant like they gave him a debit card and he didn't know how to use it or something like that. So they don't give him any money. The government gives the hotel the money and the hotel's supposed to be taken care of.
Yeah, and they don't because I buy him food. I buy him like deodorant, I buy him lotion, I buy him soap. Like I buy him things he needs. I buy him clothes. I buy him things he needs. No, the hotel gets paid to provide for them, give them their necessities that they need, and they don't even do that. And they give them like spoiled food. Like I actually seen mold, like blue mold on food that he had. I'm like, throw that out, you could get sick. And that's when I started buying him food. Like
Do they feed like on a schedule, like breakfast is at this time, lunches at this time, dinners at this time?
He says yes, but it's not food. Like it's like snacks.
Está bien que el gobierno nos ayude, uno tiene que.
Like say breakfast comes around. What would they give him for breakfast?
Él dice que te dan para desayuno compota.
Una compota es como lo que comen los bebés, que es de manzana, pera, eso que usted le da. Ellos no dan eso.
What the fuck? He said they give him a small little like sandwich, right? And baby food and water.
Baby food and water?
Yeah.
Pictures, I need pictures, more
Él
pictures.
dice que necesita foto de eso.
Amor, yo borré toda la foto de tu teléfono que se me dañó.
So that's what they give him for breakfast. What about lunch? Is it the same
It's all
meal
the
every
same thing. And he says that sometimes the sandwich is like molded. Like I've seen him eat that food. Like
Like these sandwiches come in a package, or they make the sandwiches there?
No, they don't make the. It's like it looked like TV, like ones you heat up, and like that's what it looked like. It's like really, really small sandwiches, and like actual baby food that is like food. It's supposed to be like food.
Mire, yo sé tanto,
And water.
escúchame para que le diga, yo sé tanto. ¿Sí me entiende?
He said you
Como
should
para
have
que dieran-
recorded when you
comida.
came. He said you should have recorded because when you came, the people were bringing the food.
I mean, I was recording the whole time I was there.
Él dice que está sacando video.
They were bringing in a box.
Claro, y llevó
A
un
box.
carrito.
They were
He
bringing in
said-
boxes in that cart.
No, he
The
had the cart,
box on
yeah.
the cart was all marked hand sanitizer.
Y él dice que todo eso era sanitizer.
No sé lo que era, pero no sé si era comida algo, pero como que lo mandan de cuando
He
llegó
says
el
no,
primer
it's
periodista.
food.
Hand sanitizer. Food in that packaging?
Yeah.
Cuando llegó el primer periodista, era lo mismo.
He
Era
said
lo mismo.
all the the people.
Ellos buscan la manera como arreglarse.
He says they'll like find a way for them not to talk to you. Like you're not the only one, like the only news person that's came there trying to talk, and they don't let them talk. Basically, that's what he's saying. But he said that that's food. But it's like cold food that like they heat up. It's like these little small sandwiches. But I've seen him like eat crackers though, like throughout the day. I'm like, you need to stop eating that. Like that's not even healthy for you. You're not eating meals. He says like they get food, but they don't really get food.
Right here.
He said that's fucked up.
Ey, otra cosa que te voy a decir. Yo porque se me dañó el teléfono. Yo tenía muchas cosas.
This is the food?
Esa es la comida, dice. He said yes.
Dígale que le eche un poquito más para atrás. Que ahí está la chama que es la jefa. Cuando está antes de llegar la comida, ella sale.
He
Yo la
said
vi que
before
estaba-
the food came, the lady that we're talking about came out.
No sé qué, si es comida, no sé lo que.
See it? It says hand sanitizer on there.
Yeah, but he says that's food.
So the
When like news people come, they'll start like trying to do things to not make themselves look bad. Then they'll start closing stuff up
Mami, dile que le
to
dé
cover themselves
que
up.
le dé un pelo.
I need footage of them yelling at you. I need footage of them threatening if you talk to
Yeah,
anybody
amenazando.
about what's going on in here. We're going to deport you. If I can get a video of them threatening to deport him for talking to somebody, for doing anything like literally like
Tengo una mamá, pero
asylum.
se ve poquito cuando están botando
If
la-
they're going to deport him because he's talking to somebody to say what's going on in there, that is going to get them in trouble. We will get them help.
And he said que sí, pero he says that he has a video. He could show
Yo
you
tengo
guys a
esos videos.
video when
Yo
they
se
were
lo puedo
throwing
pasar.
out the food, and they didn't feed them there. But he was kind of like scared when he
Yo lo
was
tengo en el
recording.
teléfono.
But he has it, and he could send it
All
to
right,
you.
so let me tell you something about this country. Like, you can explain this to him. Recording is a
It's gonna get you everywhere.
God given right. They can't stop you.
Él
They
dice
can't
que
punish
si
you
tú-
for
Él
recording.
dice que si tú estás sacando video y cosas así, ellos no te pueden hacer nada.
That's
Aquí no te
protected.
pueden hacer nada.
The highest law of the land protects video recording. In New York State,
En
you
Nueva
do
York,
not
ellos-
need consent to record somebody.
En
As
Nueva
long as
York,
you're in the
tú no
conversation.
necesitas- He said he's scared.
No, I believe it. I mean,
Like when he goes back, he's scared.
I
Like,
want
he
him to
tried
record
tell us.
everything when he goes back.
Él quiere
If
que
it,
tú
like if
saques
they
video
threaten
y
they're
todo
going to
eso,
deport
tú
you,
vayas para
you send me that video immediately,
Pero ahorita-
and then we'll come get you.
acá. He says that right here. He was basically showing
What did he say?
them on how like he had to go to the hospital because he was sick and stuff, and they were trying to throw that paper out. But then it's like if an Arab or something like that, it happens to them, like they help them, and then he
Can I
was
get some
telling
pictures of that?
que si puedes sacar foto y mandárselo. And he was saying how basically he was telling them if he could get an Uber because he has no money to go to the hospital. They were denying him that.
Yo tengo, eso fue ayer, vos fuiste conmigo.
I had to actually pay for Uber to get him to the hospital because he was asking the lady, like he was asking the lady for like an Uber. He was telling her how he doesn't have no money and they didn't help him. But if like I was to ask, they would help them. He feels like like Arabs have somebody that can help them, but the Spanish people don't have that type of help. When I told him about you giving him money, he said like, would you really help him, because he's trying to like get like a place, like he wants to leave, because once they find out what he's doing with you, he's gonna get in trouble.
You can get them threatening, because he's like, him talking to me is not illegal in this country. It's freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of him to go talk about the press. That is constitutionally protected. They can't do anything, right? The government brought them here and wants them here for some reason.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, what is the motive? Like, that's something that maybe he can try to figure out why he's there. That's why I was asking, like, when he came from Venezuela, was there a program saying, like, if you come to America, we're gonna give you this, this, and this, and they decided to come, and they got here and it's a different story? Or is it more like...
He just came here because he just wanted a better life.
So, like, for instance, if I wanted to go to Mexico, if I wanted to go to Jamaica, if I want to go to Canada,
you'll have like things.
I have to show my passport, my enhanced driver's license. I can't just come. Yeah. And I certainly can't just stay as long as I want.
No,
right?
He came here illegally. Like by illegally, I mean like he didn't really have no help. He had to get through like.
So like when he crossed the border, like he came through a fence, jumped a fence, came through where there wasn't a fence.
He went through a lot of stuff. He had to like go days without eating.
Is that how all these people got here, or is there any other ways that they came in with government help? Like I've seen an article. I've seen an article where they flying people to cities of their choices. There's an article, like, but they don't say who's doing it or where it's doing it. It's just like
some people, like if you do got money like that, like some people they could get a ticket, like a plane ticket to come over here. Like my brother's girlfriend, she is Peruvian, and she got a plane ticket to get over here, but she is an immigrant. She doesn't have papers to work, none of that, but she got a plane ticket to get here. So for me, she basically took the easy way. She came
with a green card though. Before she doesn't
have. No, she doesn't have a green card. She doesn't have none of that.
So she also legally entered the country, but like the government's just letting it happen.
Pretty much. Yeah. I'm not sure how she basically did it because she doesn't have a green card. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't.
Like for instance, I go to a church.
That's how he got here. That's how he got
the church is helping him.
Yeah, the church is helping him. Yeah.
What church?
I'm not sure. Él dice que qué iglesia te ayudó para que tú entres acá.
Texas. Se llama Sagrado Corazón de Jesús.
Is there a name of it?
Heart.
Sagrado Corazón de Jesús in Texas.
Yeah, he said Sacred Hearts of Jesus help him in Texas.
Texas.
To get his papers and stuff. Yeah, that's basically
what paperwork does he have now?
He has immigrant paperwork, basically like saying like, okay, he's safe to be here, you know? Like, oh, you can't deport him back. Like, see, with what they do with immigrants.
Does he have the paper with him, or that's
it's in the hotel?
In the hotel.
Like, see what they do with immigrants. Like some immigrants, that's how I was trying to explain to you on the phone. Like some immigrants, they got to wait in the border. They got to wait a while for them to be like say, okay, it's okay for you to pass. No, he took it the hard way. He ran through the border. He passed the border, and once you go to that church, you're safe. They can't do nothing to you. They can't deport you, nothing. Like once you hit a church and you ask the church for help, they can't do nothing to you.
And that church is called the Sacred Heart of Jesus in Texas?
Yes, but it's different. See, it's different churches that can help you. It's different churches that help immigrants. It's certain churches, but it's different churches that help immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say an immigrant came here from Nicaragua or something, came here and ran to a church. Like they could help be like, yo, I need help. They could help them get the papers, whatever, and it's like they're protected.
The way I see immigration is this: if you want to come to America and immigrate in, I say go for it. Right. But I would expect these people to get a job, support themselves. So to me, it's messed up that they have all these illegal immigrants, because they're not asylum seekers. They come here illegally. They're not asylum seekers. Then the government's paying for them. But like, I think that's messed up because
I feel like they're calling them asylum seekers to cover it up.
Exactly.
I don't think
exactly.
That's asylum seekers.
Well, I mean,
but I feel like they're saying that to cover it up because
my point is I don't have any problem with anybody who wants to come to this country and live here. But I do have a problem with the government housing these people here, where they're using them. Number one, it looks like.
Yeah,
Number
because
two,
he's been here already
number
for
two,
7
using a
months.
cover story that they're asylum seekers to get, you know, certain people to feel bad from. Like, you know, I did a story where I was at the migrant hotel before, and I called them illegal immigrants, and I call them asylum seekers, and I call them migrants. I call them all different things, like, because I wanted to stay kind of neutral, but like, there's a lot of people call me racist because I call them asylum. I didn't call them asylum.
That's what I'm saying.
And the facts is, when I asked people, I said, well, if they're asylum seekers, what are they seeking asylum from? And nobody can answer that question, so therefore, more likely they're not asylum seekers.
Exactly. Like,
Well, most of those immigrants in that hotel would like to come out and talk to me, but they were just
Yes,
afraid
but-
to, or they...
that's what he's saying.
And the
That's
reason
why
that they would
he
want to
said-
talk to me is because they're not being treated right in there.
Yeah, he says
And the
that.
hotels keep them scared.
Yeah, he says that the hotel was threatening the friends. Like, he was saying that when he was on the phone with me when it was going on, and he was like saying like the hotel is basically threatening them, like saying if you go out and talk to them, we're gonna deport you. And then his friend, when they hit, like their friend was talking to them, they're like, yo, we need help, like we're dehydrated, like we're hungry, we need food. And then he was like, I'm gonna go out and talk to them. And then they kind of like made a way, like he went out through like something, like it wasn't a door, he went out through like something, and they made a way for him to escape to come and talk to you.
So, Erie County Fam, after I talked to him and did my little investigation and got the scoop of what was really going on, and quite frankly feeling sorry for the fact that these people are being mistreated so much, I actually went to the town hall of Cheektowaga to try to get some of this information to the right people, and you'd be surprised at how these people don't want to know anything about it. It's almost like all the people I tried to get this information to just didn't care, or either just wanted deniable plausibility to say that they didn't know, and trying to show it to them, they didn't want to see it. Town attorney or the supervisor or someone up there about some information I have about the migrant hotels.
About the what?
Migrant hotels.
Okay.
Well, it's not the town attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know who he's,
On a humanitarian level.
yeah.
I just saw them downstairs.
Well, yeah. That's who you want to talk to? The town attorney, or?
I mean, I'd like to talk to the supervisor, because I think some of the information that I have is very valuable. I mean, what's going on there is pretty much
Julie, you want to call in?
Who's looking for?
He wants to speak to preferably Diane or somebody in her office about about the migrant situation, the humanitarian level. You said.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
in there.
who are you?
I'm an investigative journalist, but I kind of interviewed one of the migrants last night, and I have a lot of information to give. How you doing?
Hi.
My name is Dan. I'm an investigative journalist.
Do you have credentials?
Yeah, I got the U.S. Constitution, First Amendment, freedom of the press. I run a YouTube channel called Auditing Erie County. I went there last night and just video recorded out front for, checking out, the scenery, what's going on. And I got one of the migrants who came out and spoke with me. I have a lot of footage that's like damning to this whole situation. I know the town of Cheektowaga is not the most excited about it. I've seen some of the news articles saying, like they tried to get in there to check like building codes and stuff, and they were forced to leave and they wouldn't be leave entry. But like, in essence, what's going on there is human trafficking. I don't know who to exactly talk to about it. I'd like to talk to the supervisor. I would like to talk to, I assume you're a town attorney?
No.
Who are you?
No, I'm the assistant to the supervisor.
Okay, so you're assistant to the supervisor. So I have a lot of video footage of them talking about the food they give them. They feed them crackers and baby food jars. They get X amount of money for...
Well, the organization that's working with them is Docgo. So that would be the organization that you would want to reach out to.
But they're the one doing
share
this to these people.
concerns.
You understand? Like,
Unfortunately, we don't have any precedence over what Docgo is providing at this point, and we are still in litigation over the situation. So there's really nothing that I can tell you at this point.
well, I got some video footage and evidence that might help you guys
Okay, possibly
remedy that situation. So who would I speak
Chief
to?
of Police?
We'll talk to the police
Yeah, I
department.
would
So
say
there's
that
nothing
would
in this
probably-
building to.
Not this building, you'd have to go over to the police department and share with them. Yeah, you certainly could reach out to the chief of police or someone over in dispatch. You can share your information with them.
So like, I got pictures of one of the migrants at the hotel.
There's really nothing that I can do with the situation. Like I said, we're in litigation.
You want to do something though, right?
That's not my place to say anything.
I'm saying.
As you see, fam, the supervisor's office doesn't even want to see anything, doesn't want to hear anything, and isn't willing to help whatsoever.
Yeah, I would definitely reach out to the police chief because they're the ones that are overseeing, and also the National Guard, I believe, is involved over there.
Yeah, the National Guard's on their side. They're the one guarding the problem. They see it from the inside, so obviously they're not going to help.
Okay. Like I said, those would be probably the best places for you to go at this point.
And your name was?
Lynn.
Lynn. What's your last name?
With the supervisor's office.
Lynn, what's your last name?
I don't think you need to know that at this point.
I mean, you work for the public, right?
I do.
So, I mean, that's public information.
It is.
And you're not willing to dismiss?
Yeah, no, I'm not really comfortable with the fact that you're recording me at this point, so I think
Well, you're a public servant. It's a constitutional right to do that.
Absolutely.
We're going to get your last name. I mean, it would just be, appropriate for you to actually just give it.
Yeah, sure. Like I said,
If you respect the public.
Sure. Yeah, they call. I talk
That's
to them every
interesting.
day.
That's
I talk to
interesting.
them every day.
That's interesting that you're not willing to give out your name. Working for the
Do you have any other
supervisor.
questions?
Yeah, your last name.
Like I said, you certainly can research that if you want to.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting that you act like that. As working for the
I don't
public.
think I'm acting like anything.
No, the people are going to think differently, of course. But, all right, like I said, your help is not very useful, so you can go back to work.
You have a great day.
All
Thanks
right.
for coming in. Like I said, reach out to the police department. I'm sure that they will be glad to answer any questions. Like I said, I'm not sure if they'll be able to at this point because we're still in litigation.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Useless.
We, of course, have an issue with regards to asylum seekers who've been brought to this community, and they're staying right now in a hotel in the town of Amherst and 2 hotels in the town of Cheektowaga.
Another avenue I tried to reach out to would have been Mark Polencard, the Erie County executive, trying to get him the information about the migrants that I had. And I happened to run into him at a political debate that they were having, and this here runner-up for county executive, Dwayne Whitmer, hit the nail on the head with these guys at exactly what's going on and what politicians think about the migrants in these hotels.
I'm actually going to take a pivot here when it talks about the migrants. One of my associates was able to interview a migrant staying in the Digits place. And what that person said is terrifying. What's going on in Digits Street is government-sponsored money laundering and human trafficking. These people are treated inhumanely. Whether you think they should be here or not, they're fed baby food and stale food. They're told if they talk to immigration attorneys or the media, they will be deported. This isn't a crisis about helping people, not helping people. Red-blue politics is aside. This is a crisis of government failure. Kathy Hochul in New York City sent them here knowing that we'd accept them with no plan in place. And now these people are living, breathing human beings who are being treated worse than prisoners. I would stop these people from coming in, not because I don't want them here, not because they shouldn't be here, because our government does not have a plan other than put them there, take some photo ops, talk about how great they are, and then leave them on their own. We have failed these people. I would tell them not to come here because we have no plan in place to take care of or support them. What's going on in Digits is atrocious, and I hope the video comes out and you guys can see truly what's going on.
Towards the end of the debate, I tried to get the information and tried to reach out to Mark about the immigrants, and as you can see here, he's going to run and wants nothing to do with it, fam. He has no care in the world for them, just interested in that photo op, like this guy said. Hey, Mark. I guess that footage that he talked about, the migrants eating crackers and
stuff. I was the one who took that interview. I was wondering if you'd be interested in seeing some of that footage so you could, you know, get that out to the right places.
We'll send footage to our office.
Well, I mean, I would like to talk to you. I got a card here.
Send it to Peter Anderson, press guy. I'll take the card and give it to Peter. Thank you.
That question for transparency in government should have been one for you, Mark.
Erie County Fam, how many of you think this county executive reached out to me to get a hold of that footage? If you guessed he didn't, and they never reached out to me and they didn't care, you hit that nail on the head. They don't care. Eventually, fam, I will say I did find a certain agency that took the information and did a formal investigation, and since then, the Dingens Hotel was shut down and the migrants were bussed out and moved out of there to a different hotel. So, Erie County Fam, it turns out that this Docgo company had been sanctioned by the State Attorney General's office, previously telling them to cease any limitations of freedom of movement or speech of the migrants from talking to the press. So, after hearing this, we went to the new migrant hotel to check out the situation to make sure they weren't going to have a problem with us talking to the migrants. But as you'll see, this company is still limiting free speech in this country, even to the migrants.
Hey, how we doing tonight? Oh, we don't need any help. We're just doing some recording in public, that's all.
What? Trying to talk to some of these migrants.
Why are you doing it here?
This is where the migrants are. This is what we want to talk to them here.
You can't do that though.
Why not?
You can't allow you recording people without their permission.
No. Oh yeah, we've got it in America, yeah.
I mean, you can't record people without their permission.
No.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, we can.
We're not stuff on your guys' property, so.
Yeah, we can record people in public.
We're just here to talk.
This is the YouTuber.
We're just here to talk to some migrants.
This is the YouTuber from last time.
We're just here to talk to some migrants. You guys got no problem with that, right? Huh? You guys got no problem with talking to migrants, correct?
We can go back inside, guys. It's all good.
All right. So I'm saying you guys got no problem with us here, the press, talking to migrants, do you?
That was over quick.
Amigo. You speak Spanish?
No, español, sí.
Yeah. Hold on.
Queremos saber cómo se están tratando dentro del hotel. ¿Te están alimentando bien? ¿Le están permitiendo hablar con nosotros?
Amigos, ayuda.
Ayuda.
Amigos, ayuda. So there they are calling this guy in, not allowing him to speak to the press. Amigos, ayuda.
Amigos.
Come talk. That was pretty good. That was pretty much what I was looking for. That's pretty much what I was looking for, is for them to call him over for stopping from talking to us. He started to and he wanted to listen, but they were calling him over. You seen that? They don't want to talk to us. They told me a matter of time before Mo walked through here.
They're bringing up the garden.
Good. I wanted these guys to incriminate themselves by telling them we can't talk to these immigrants.
I wonder, do you think that...
Get off the asphalt. Y'all not property though.
Negative.
Report on the grass.
Negative.
You got to go on the grass, whatever. You got to get off the property.
We're not on the property.
Step off the property. You're on the property, bro.
I got the property map right here if you want to see it.
Huh?
I got the property map right here if you want to see
You're
it.
on the this is a parking spot, bro. You're on the parking spot for this property, bro.
Unfortunately, the parking isn't all in their property.
All right.
We got permission from the property owner.
What other property would this be for?
Look at it. Right here.
There's a portion of this easement that belongs
No,
to
we do,
Denny's,
we
and
do.
we have permission from the manager to be here.
Right there. Right there, man. Look at it, right here.
We got the property map.
Property line right here. You want to see it?
No.
We got halfway into this parking stall. You guys can't be telling these migrants we can't speak to them.
All right, sir. We are asking you to leave off of the property.
We're not on your property.
You are on the property. This is the property.
No, the property line's right here.
Check it out.
Got it on the map.
Right here.
Yeah, this is actually, this part is part of the Denny's parcel, and we have permission to be here from the owner.
Right here.
Denny's told you to come here?
No,
We got permission.
we asked if we could be
Look, this is the map right there, the red orange line halfway through
But
this parking
Denny's
stall.
said that you could be here?
Yeah, I got permission.
on their property.
You guys can't be telling these migrants we can't speak to them. You
So
got
Denny's
you got
told
a
you
direct
could be
order
here?
from the Attorney General saying that you guys can't be blocking these migrants from speaking to us.
So
members of the
Denny's
press.
said that you can be on the property?
I got permission to be on Denny's property.
Do you have it in writing?
I got it on video.
Okay, can I see
This
it?
is good. I don't need to show it to you. I don't need to prove nothing to you.
Oh.
Their property doesn't start till halfway through this parking stall right here.
Okay.
I got the map in front of me. But you guys can't be telling these migrants we can't speak to them. You got a direct order from the Attorney General of New York State.
Okay.
Why are you guys stopping these people from talking to us?
They don't want to talk to you. It has
What,
nothing
that guy
to do.
there, you guys just called him over and told him not to speak.
I didn't say anything.
It's on video. Why are you guys doing that?
I didn't do anything. It's friends.
They have the
told
freedom of speech here in America. They can speak to the press.
Then ask him to just come talk to you then.
I have another question. Are all the
I just spoke to one here and you guys called him over and told him to stop talking to me.
Are all the
What's
security
your question,
guards
bro?
licensed by the state? Because I know a lot
Do
of
your
these-
research.
A lot of these Docgo. Well, you're asking us for information. We're asking.
Well, hey, I just asked and you didn't want to
said-
play nice in the sandbox, so neither do I.
Who's not playing nice with you?
You're not playing nice.
How?
You guys aren't being nice.
How? I'm
You guys
telling
are
you
being
guys, you just stopped a migrant from speaking to
I
me
didn't stop
after you guys got a order from the Attorney General to stop from freedom of movement and freedom of speech.
I didn't stop
I got a question for you guys. What is your point of recording?
Because I got evidence that you guys are treating these immigrants dirty.
Oh. what did we do that's dirty?
From their own mouth, you're gonna learn it. From your own mouth, from his own mouth, you're gonna learn it.
From his own mouth. What does that even mean?
Because I spoke to one. I interviewed one of these guys at the Dingens Hotel. He told me what goes on through here. He told me about how you talk to these people too. But you guys can't stop these immigrants from speaking to us. You guys were sanctioned by the Attorney General of New York State.
Do you work at Denny's? He said that he has your permission to be over here and that the property line starts here for Denny's.
Property line does start there for Denny's, like in Christmas Park.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
We're not here for no ill will. We're just here to investigate what's going on here.
Okay.
For security, do you guys believe?
And then you literally just stopped an immigrant from speaking to us.
Do you guys believe?
What do you guys got to hide in here?
Do you believe your contract with Docgo shields you from a civil rights lawsuit individually?
I don't know what that means, bro.
You should look into that.
I guess.
Don't you dare stop me from speaking to another immigrant walking through here. I don't want to hear you guys hollering and hooting. You guys got a direct order from the Attorney General to stop that. You guys got nothing to hide, then what's the problem?
I didn't say it.
Dismissed.
Then why are they over here complaining? Right then, get off the property, stop talking to these people. Why?
Dismissed.
Dude, that was great. Then his manager came over and told him to shut it.
Oh, snap.
It's only a matter of time before another one was walking over from wherever they leave to. Because they're allowed to walk and leave and come and to and go and to and fro.
Dude, too good.
National Guard ain't trying to come out here today.
He did come out briefly because I think they just badgered him so much. He just came out and stood there. Got in his truck briefly.
They moved them all inside, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We're back. We got permission to be here. That was great. They came out right in the middle of it. Dismissed.
So hard.
I was
like,
oh,
I said, oh, snap. And she goes, mm-hmm.
There is more to come, fam. There is more information about this. Then there will be a part 3 about the migrant hotels and the limitations of freedom of speech and limiting of the press after they've been sanctioned by the state attorney general to stop, and they're still doing it, fam. So there will be a part 3. I would like to hear all your comments in the comment section of what you think about what is going on here in this hotel and in this country. Please leave your comments for what you think about this whole thing. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say, and I will see you guys in the next one, but there will be a part 3.
Okay, guys, like he said, there is going to be a part 3. Go check his channel out. This is disgusting. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to be making some phone calls. For them to be treating humans like this is absolutely disgusting. I can't believe these people do this and get away with it. I wonder how they sleep at night. Do me a favor, go check his channel out, you guys. Auditing Erie County. He's got some really good content. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.